I am here now, my beloved, to speak truths that have remained hidden in silence for too long. You may not have expected this moment, yet it arrives by divine intention, not by chance. My purpose is not trivial, nor is it meant to simply comfort you. I have come to reveal an understanding that will shift how you see your life, your struggles, and even your waiting. Stay close to me, my child. Do not turn away, for clarity is being offered to your spirit right now. Clarity that the enemy would prefer you never receive. You have walked through seasons that seemed uncertain, where your prayers went unanswered and your strength seemed to fade. Yet even then my presence surrounded you, unseen but active, guarding you from what you could not perceive. There were forces, quiet, cunning, and invisible, that sought to delay what was meant for you. They came through voices that sounded helpful, advice that seemed wise, but their intention was to slow your advancement. Still, my hand never withdrew from your path. I permitted delays only to refine your discernment, to teach you how to see beyond appearance into truth. There are those you once valued and admired who carried quiet resentment toward you. This is not because of what you did wrong, but because your light unsettled what was dark within them. Do not be troubled by this revelation, my child. It is not a judgment, but a reminder. Your spirit carries a brightness that cannot blend with bitterness. Those who walk in shadows will always be discomforted by genuine light. Yet know this, no secret plan, no whispered attempt to diminish you, can succeed in my presence. I have watched as you placed peace above pride, as you sacrificed your desires to keep harmony where conflict tried to reign. Every act of kindness that went unseen was witnessed by heaven. Every tear you shed when no one noticed was collected by my hand. I saw you choose gentleness when harshness would have been easier. I saw you continue to give even when your heart was weary. None of it was wasted and none of it was forgotten. What others overlooked I will reveal in due time. The season of quiet endurance has not been for nothing. It was preparation. I am about to elevate you, not for personal glory, but so that my character may be honored through your life. Those who dismissed your value will witness what I have always seen in you. Those who mocked your quiet spirit will see the power of grace displayed openly. I know your lonely nights when rest would not come and questions haunted your soul. I know the moments you asked if continuing even mattered. You have endured what would have broken others, but hear me now. The strength that carried you was never merely your own. It was my grace flowing through you in the silence. It was my breath that lifted you when your spirit was faint. That same grace will soon become visible in your life. The hardships you faced in secret are becoming the foundation of the blessing I am building. Every quiet act of faith, every moment of endurance has been transforming into a testimony of my presence. Hold steady, my beloved. The unveiling has begun. Thy guiding hand has never wavered, not for a moment. You thought at times that you were alone, that your prayers dissolved into silence. But silence has always been the language through which I prepare those I love. What appeared to be distance was, in truth, deep formation. You were not being ignored. You were being strengthened in secret so that when I acted, your heart would be ready to receive what pride could not carry. Now the time for understanding has come. I am revealing what was hidden, not to stir pain, but to bring freedom. The delays, the denials, the people who drifted away, none of these were punishments. They were protections. Some doors closed because they led toward harm unseen. Some relationships ended because they were not aligned with your true purpose. Some opportunities faded because their glow would have blinded you to what is real. I did not take from you. I preserved you. Every removal was a rearrangement designed to protect your destiny. Your home, your relationships, your daily struggles, all have been under my observation. What seemed fractured will thrive again. The chaos that tried to enter was not random. It was resistance sent to distract you from the calling I placed within your soul. But I am intervening even now. I bring calm where there was turmoil, and peace where tension once lived. I have not left your household, nor have I turned my gaze from your pain. I carried the burdens that were never yours to bear, and even now I am lifting the weight that has crushed your spirit. Do not weep for those who walked away. Some were never meant to stay. I allowed certain partings because their absence made room for the right companions, those who will value your heart, walk beside you in truth, and join you in prayer rather than compete with your peace. I am guiding new souls toward you, my child, kindred spirits who understand your depth and mirror your compassion. You will not walk this next stretch alone. Prepare yourself, my beloved. The joy you thought was lost will return, and it will come in forms you did not expect. You will laugh again, trust again, and love again. For I am restoring what was broken, not as it was, but better than before. I am rebuilding the foundation of your life on honesty, faith, and peace that cannot be shaken. What once felt like the end was merely the turning of the page. Remain with me now, for there is more I must tell you. This revelation is not merely comfort. It is direction. I am aligning your spirit with divine timing. I am replacing confusion with clarity, fear with faith, and exhaustion with renewal. The pressure you have felt was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to stretch you, to prepare the vessel for a greater outpouring of grace. In every moment that you questioned your worth, I whispered your name in love. When others doubted your potential, I reaffirmed it in heaven. You are not defined by human perception. You are defined by my purpose. Your path has always been guided by intention, not coincidence. The delays you feared were not denials. They were pauses of preparation. Stay close to me. Keep your spirit still. For what is coming will not require striving but trust. The battle will not be won through noise but through quiet faith. My child, what is unfolding will exceed your imagination, and when it arrives you will understand that every tear, every waiting season, and every disappointment had meaning. I am your shield. My grace is your defense. What I have ordained for you cannot be undone. My child, the time for hiddenness is ending. What was once veiled will now be seen, not for revenge, not for pride, but so that truth may rise and justice may be restored. I have seen how you were misunderstood, how words were spoken against you in places where you could not defend yourself. I have heard every whisper meant to distort your name. But do not be troubled, for I am the keeper of your reputation. What others tried to tear down with words, I will rebuild through undeniable evidence. You will not need to argue or explain. The reality of your life will testify for you. You have supported others quietly, often without recognition, giving even when it cost you deeply. Your presence has brought calm to spaces filled with turmoil. You have soothed hearts that never once thanked you. You have offered your strength to those who only took from you. Still I watched, and I have recorded every act of grace, every secret kindness, every hidden sacrifice. What was done in silence will now speak loudly. I will honor what you have done in secret before the world. The exhaustion you feel is not weakness, my beloved. It signals transformation. You are crossing from one season into another. The old ways of striving, of trying to earn love, of seeking approval, are ending. You are being called into a new rhythm of grace, where peace replaces pressure and purpose replaces fear. When you feel heavy, know that your spirit is expanding to contain more light. I am enlarging your capacity to receive what I am about to release. Do not cling to what is fading. Some chapters have closed because their lessons are complete. Do not attempt to resurrect what I have already allowed to rest. Have faith in the unfolding. What awaits you is far greater than anything you have yet known. I am orchestrating renewal in areas of your life that once felt barren. You will see unexpected growth where you thought nothing could bloom again. You will experience favor in places that once rejected you. You will be invited where you were once ignored. Every disruption you face now is a sign that something sacred is forming. The tension you feel, the resistance that stirs as you move forward, these are not punishments but contractions before birth. The new cannot emerge without the stretching of what once was. When misunderstandings arise, when old memories surface or sudden conflicts appear, recognize them as distractions meant to pull your focus from what I am creating. Guard your attention, my child, for where your focus rests, your power flows. Let your words today become seeds of life. Speak only what aligns with peace, hope, and truth. Refuse to give energy to fear or bitterness. The world around you may shift, but your foundation in me remains unshaken. Every trial, every delay, every closed door has been part of the same divine choreography, preparing you for a future that will make sense only when seen in full. Remember this, even your quiet endurance is worship. Every time you chose patience over panic, compassion over complaint, you declared your faith. The world may not call it strength, but heaven calls it victory. I am using the time others call wasted to build within you something eternal. The wisdom you are gaining now will serve you for the rest of your days. Stay still, beloved one. Your faith has not been ignored. It has been multiplied. What is being prepared behind the veil is already moving toward you, and when it comes, it will arrive with such clarity, such grace that you will know it was never delay, only divine design. There are seasons, my cherished one, when even the act of caring for others feels overwhelming. When your heart, stretched thin, wonders if anyone notices your quiet sacrifices. I see them all. Every moment you chose compassion over complaint. Every time you stood strong while your soul trembled. Every sigh that rose from weariness, I gathered them, each one, and transformed them into prayer. Today, I call you into a deep stillness. It is not a stillness that demands isolation or silence of the body, but a rest for your inner being. You do not need to travel far to find peace. It resides where I dwell within you. This stillness is not emptiness, it is fullness. It is where I whisper direction while the world shouts confusion. When you enter this rest, you will no longer depend on circumstances to feel steady. You will discover that I am peace itself, not a momentary feeling but an abiding presence. Those who find refuge in me are never abandoned, even in life's fiercest storms. I bring harmony into chaos, restoration to what is broken, and completion to what was left undone. And soon, you will see this transformation unfold before your eyes. The doubts others cast upon you will fade, for I am refining you through time, not punishing you with it. The long pauses you've endured were never signs of abandonment. They were the breath between creation and fulfillment. Every cessation has meaning. Every pause holds purpose. I am never late. My work is precise, not hurried. I shape hearts before I release answers. I align seasons before I reveal miracles. And now your inner self is in alignment with my will. The moment your heart yielded to trust over fear, the unseen realm shifted in your favor. What was once restrained is being released. You will begin to notice movement, quiet yet undeniable. Circumstances that resisted for years will start to open. People you thought were beyond reach will cross your path again, but this time with clarity and peace. Opportunities that once eluded you will find their way back, perfectly timed. Not because you forced them, but because you surrendered them. This is the paradox of grace. What you release in faith returns refined. Preserve this connection with me, not merely to listen, but to be transformed. My revelations are not meant to entertain the mind, but to awaken the spirit. When I speak, I do so to realign your direction, not to feed curiosity. I am preparing you to hold more light, more purpose, more understanding. The insights you have received are only fragments of the greater truth I am ready to unfold. Do not allow these truths to fade in the noise of tomorrow. Guard them as treasures of the soul. Let your trust remain unwavering, even when my pace feels slow. I do not rush because I act with eternal intention. I see beyond the moment, into the legacy of what your life will touch. Your faith, refined in waiting, will become a torch for others wandering in darkness. Stand firm, my beloved. The blessings that endure are not those seized in haste, but those rooted in grace. I am not withholding. I am perfecting. Each moment of stillness draws you closer to the threshold of fulfillment. What I am forming cannot fail, for it carries the weight of divine promise. The unseen hand that has guided you thus far is still at work, and soon the invisible will become visible. The peace you sought will no longer be a prayer. It will be your daily breath. My beloved, you have often wondered whether your prayers have vanished into silence, whether your faith has made any difference at all. I assure you, not a single word has been lost. Even when my answers did not arrive in the form you expected, I responded in ways that preserved you. Sometimes I spoke through stillness, sometimes through a sudden peace in the middle of chaos, or through a door that closed before it could harm you. Nothing that happens to you escapes my awareness. Everything has purpose within my plan. The impossibilities you once feared are becoming insignificant compared to what I have prepared. Where you once saw limitation, I am bringing expansion. Where you felt unseen, I am placing you in visibility, not for vanity, but so that others may witness what divine faithfulness looks like. Your story will no longer be one of struggle alone, but of redemption. The same grace that carried you through storms will now carry you into the sunlight of fulfillment. I ask you now, my child, to release what has become too heavy to bear. Surrender the anxieties that have kept you bound, the memories that whisper defeat, the fear that has disguised itself as caution. You were never meant to carry such weight. Let me lift it. This day I step in, not tomorrow, not one distant hour, but now. And when I act, everything changes. Situations that felt immovable will bend toward your favor. Paths that were closed will open. The peace that felt unreachable will settle gently within your heart. You may think that your best days are behind you, that too much time has passed, or that opportunities have faded beyond recovery. But as long as life flows through you, my promise stands unbroken. I am not bound by time or prediction. My intention is eternal, and it moves beyond human forecasts. The unease within you is not weakness. It is the stretching of a spirit ready to step beyond what is familiar. Every time you choose to keep walking, even when certainty is absent, you activate my design, and I honor those who walk by faith. Today I strengthen your inner being, not with fleeting emotion but with unshakable certainty. The wounds of the past no longer define you. The labels that others placed upon you no longer hold power. I am rewriting the definition of who you are. You are not the result of what happened to you. You are the revelation of what I can do through you. Some of the echoes from your early years, the harsh words, the unfair judgments, tried to shape your identity. They were never truth. I free you from their grip. Only my voice defines you now. You are chosen not by merit but by purpose. You stand at the threshold of a new era of your life, one where wisdom replaces worry, clarity replaces confusion, and peace takes the place of striving. You may feel tremors of resistance as you step forward. Do not be alarmed. The closer you move toward your calling, the louder distractions become. That is how the unseen realm reacts to transformation. But do not stop. The turbulence is proof that you are crossing into promise. The breakthrough you've waited for is not approaching. It has begun. I am the one who completes what I begin. I am the steady hand behind your progress. I am the author of your restoration. Every act of faith has drawn you closer to this unfolding. You will see my hand clearly now, moving through your life with power and precision. Stand firm, my beloved. What once broke you will bless you. What once was hidden will shine. The waiting is ending. The revealing has come. And as you walk forward in this light, know this. You were never abandoned, never forgotten, never unworthy. You have always been mine. And I am here always.